And then they just vanished into thin air.
Just a few short hours into the evening, all is quiet as the participants relax after eating. Now they're taking advantage of the projection system and watching movies to pass the time. All seem to be enjoying themselves, but are they really? Or are they beginning to feel the craving for that after-meal cigarette?
You know, about the only thing is I really, after I ate that pizza, I really wanted a cigarette.
Right.
But, you know, I didn't give in to the feeling, and after a few minutes it passed, and right now I wasn't even thinking about a cigarette until you mentioned it.
Will has successfully overcome one of many cravings he is soon to have on this night. We find out that Shirley, however, is having a more difficult time dealing with her cravings.
How are you feeling so far? I mean,
A lot of anxiety.
a lot of anxiety. Are you? Is it your hands? Do you want to do something with your hands?
My hands, my feet, my brain, my everything. It's like, it's just anxiety.
I could go for a cigarette, I'll be honest.
So you are having cravings.
Yeah. I think one reason I'm not as bad as I could be is I'm just dead tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm just tired.
Dave's fatigue may in fact be caused by the lack of smoking. He is the heaviest smoker in the room. But what about Dr. T, the one who only smokes 2 or 3 cigarettes a day? Is she noticing any withdrawals?
I'm doing good. I'm watching this great movie.
Okay. All right. Are you having any withdrawals? I mean, are you craving any cigarettes? I mean, because I know it's getting late. You're probably getting tired.
No, I'm cool.
You
Because
cool?
I was engaged.
Okay. I'll let you be re-engaged now. That's all I wanted.
You know, I might be getting a little more, because sometimes with cigarettes, it's not even so much to smoke, it's something to do.
Right.
You know, something to do with your hands, and some people say it's oral fixation, you know, so it could be that too, you know.
When I first stopped smoking right before we came in, I was really craving one. And then we started doing that thing with the CDs and working with our hands, and I ended up like kind of not wanting one. And then I started wanting one when we started watching that movie, and ended up falling asleep, and now I don't really want one. So.
Do you want a cigarette? You want a cigarette?
Shirley seems to be having the most difficulty so far. Now, only 2.5 hours into the program, she is already displaying the nervous withdrawal symptoms. Will she be able to continue as the night goes on? Will the others in the group begin to display similar symptoms? Chris Stone, a production assistant for the Smokeout program, gives us his opinion of what it's like to be in the participants' shoes.
The first few hours, I honestly think, are going to be the easiest. It's kind of like if you're running 5 laps, the first lap is always the easiest.
Right.
The last lap, you're not sure if you're going to fall out or not.
Right.
That's the best example I can use. So right now we're seeing the first few laps of the race.
As the evening wears on, the participants become more and more restless. As the movie ends and the lights come on, each participant seems to display their own particular symptom. By midnight, some are ready to lay down and fall asleep while watching another film. It is thought at one point that Dave is digging for a cigarette in his bag. Fortunately, we find that he's only retrieving a blanket and preparing to sleep for the evening. Slowly, Dave and T drift off to sleep, leaving Will and Shirley to finish the movie. It is nearly 1:30 a.m. when the movie finishes, and Shirley and William both are still awake and both displaying signs of obvious fatigue. While our cameras were off, Will and Shirley began an argument over a blanket. Will seemed to antagonize Shirley, who was obviously not in the mood for his humor. Was her state due to a lack of sleep or from a lack of cigarettes? Are they both beginning to break down?
But then why did you break blankets? If you thought
Finally, Shirley decides to try to go to sleep, and Will seems to be ready to do the same.
It's all about the challenge that she wants to do it as well as I can or better, she says. Maybe that's how I'll quit smoking. Because I'm going to hold out. I'm going to hold out all the way. I'm going all the way.
How do you seem to feel?
I'm alright other than the lack of sleep. If I keep it up, if I don't go to sleep now or soon, I'm going to get pretty irritable.
What do you think about your wife? How do you think?
Now, my wife is slowly losing it. I can guarantee that. If she doesn't go to sleep soon, you'll have some pretty good stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Everybody is doing okay with you know, the lack of nicotine, I guess, the lack of the cigarettes. Shirley seems to be suffering the most as of right now. You think she'll go hold out?
Yeah, it should be all right. I don't think she's gonna smoke anytime soon. Now tomorrow is a different story.
Right.